Hey you guys, thank you for being here. Today we're going to be looking at a device from a company called GameSense. Xbox, PlayStation, movies, Nintendo DS, anything you can think of, it works. And we're going to be trying this, reviewing it, seeing how it goes. At the end of the video, we're going to be looking at a new decal someone sent me. I'll be applying that to the headset, and I'll also be talking about the Quest 3 giveaway I'm hosting. Stay tuned for all of that, and you're watching Bringhurst VR. So let's talk about GameSense. It comes with 6 cartridges out of the box, and those include the smell of storm, forest, clean air, racing, gunfire, and explosions. On their website, they list, like I did, gunfire, explosions, racing, forest, and then it says, and many more, which, based on the cartridges I have, there's only 2 more. So them saying many more leads me to believe that there may be some smells that are achieved by combining multiple cartridges, exhausting them at the same times to achieve this or that, but I haven't found that yet. The smells I've smelled are pleasant. Clean air does in fact smell like clean air. Admittedly, the rest of them, they, again, smell pleasant, but they also kind of share some kind of like a base smell, and that's probably a result of just how it's being expelled, the nature of these atomizers. For instance, a storm smells very similar to the forest, I think. Racing cars smells pretty similar to explosions, and none of them really smell quite like the thing they're supposed to smell like, in my opinion. My wife and my daughter, they really don't like the smell of any of them. Because as I'm testing this, I've got it, here at my desk. I've also had it downstairs. And so when I'm playing The Forest inside VR, they kept asking me, oh, what's that smell? And, oh, it's this device. It's the smell of the forest, and now there's a rainstorm coming down, and that's rain. That's a thunderstorm. And, I think it smells, if whatever it's outputting, I think it makes the house smell better, at the very least. Is it accurate? Not to me. No, but it makes the house smell good. My wife completely disagrees. She thinks that the smell is not good. Women. I don't know. I can't. I don't know. But I'm starting off with that because that's everything. This is designed to make smells, and what do the smells smell like? That matters. So I'm starting with that. Well, let's talk about how it works, okay? The reason this can work with anything, it operates via audio. It's filtered through AI. And so you plug it up to your computer, to your Xbox, to your radio if you want to. It takes that output either through an HDMI cable or an audio jack. There's a switch on it that you can just switch back and forth to specify which route you're going. And so it filters it, it listens. And if there's a clap of thunder, it outputs thunder. So that's why it can work with anything. You just pipe it all through this box. And to its credit, it knows when to work. It knows what it's doing. I only know what racing smells like because I can output this whenever I want with the press of a button, so I can smell it. But I wasn't able to get that smell to trigger inside of Forza 5 or Gravel. I don't know. I played those for a while, and not only did I not smell anything, but there's also an app that shows the percentage, what you have left. And racing, up until I, forced it to output something, it was still at 100%. So it just wasn't working. I don't know what it's waiting for, because it's not the sound of a revving engine. It's not, I don't know. I have no idea. But like I said, lightning, gunfire, that was triggered pretty easily. The sound of rain, that worked. I don't know how would it know when to output clean air? All I can think is I don't know. It's not as if it knows when you're farting and it's trying to counter something. It's no idea how it would know how to output clean air. But I know what it smells like because I pressed the button. Because of who I'm talking to, okay? You're probably wondering, will this work with a Quest 2, Quest 3 standalone? And the answer is yes. Yes, you could do that because it works off audio. You could simply take the GameSense device and plug it up to your TV so that whatever's outputting on the TV, it works. And then cast your game session to the TV. There would be a slight delay, however long it takes for the Chromecast to output what you're watching, but it would be negligible. It takes, seconds for it to hit your nose anyway, the second it leaves this device. That smell is not something that needs this immediacy. Yeah, it could work. I'm gonna click Storm. I'd say it smells like, there's a hint of that ozone-y thing I'm talking about, but it's also got kind of a chemical smell, just, nature of the atomizer that's outputting it, I think. Clean air. It smells like a bathroom after the maids have cleaned, like the spray that you'd spray, I like that smell. It smells good. But again, how does it know? I don't know. What is the sound that triggers clean air? Racing. It almost kind of smells like fireworks, like gunpowder, a little bit. Gunfire. Smells the same as racing. Explosions. Smells the same as racing, I think. This guy just reached out to me. I had messaged him, curious on a couple things. Is this capable of mixing smells to achieve new aromas? How long should one bottle typically last? And here's what he had to say. We're not at the point of mixing smells, though we are working with our scent manufacturers to do so. The bottles will last about 2 months or more, depending on how heavily you use it. And that seems like it's about in line. This device on Amazon costs $149.99. That's 17% off, down from about $180 normally. So in short, it works really well, minus my hiccup with the racing. I don't know what it wanted. But in response to sounds, to firing a gun, a machine gun, a pistol, it outputs immediately. It works. In response to The Forest, I played The Forest. That's all I'm playing right now is The Forest. I'm loving that game. I really am. Playing with my family. They're on flat screen. I'm inside VR. And what's not to like? You're being savagely hung upside down in the cave by cannibals. Probably means I'm bad at the game. But it works. Even though I disagree that this is the smell of forest. It's not the smell of pine that you would expect. It's something else. It does output at the right times. When there's a thunderstorm, rain. Outputs at the right time. The smell isn't accurate for me. But I've come to know what rain smells like. I've come to know what a storm smells like. And so after using this long enough, it is kind of interesting when I'm playing a game and it starts to rain in the game, and sure enough, there's that familiar smell. And so that is cool. It's something that you could kind of get used to, something that it's close enough, I guess, that if you use this for a few weeks, your brain would probably acclimate to it. It would do the trick. It would do the job. And I think that it would be quite satisfactory. And down the line, like he said, they will be releasing new smells. Firing guns, explosions, race cars. If we're talking about playing video games, that's kind of it. Unless you're playing like Candyland and you want to smell melted chocolate or something. I appreciate him sending this. I wish him the best of luck. Link for this is in the description if you're interested in grabbing this. And I am interested in seeing where he goes with it, what new smells he's got, and if he can perfect the smells to kind of bring them more in line with what I think, they would smell like in real life. Now let's get on with this. Okay. So this is from a company called Lucid Skins. Appreciate them sending this to me. Let's apply this and see what we got. So here's what I like about this. I like that it covers the cameras. It's got this full coverage here. Technically speaking, compared to something like Mighty Skins, because it's got these flayed edges that they're cut into strips, it does make it easier getting coverage without bubbles, but the coverage is... I didn't do an incredible job. I think it looks okay. And that's from Lucid Skins. And that's about all I got. I've got the new Bobo VR V3 Pro coming to me, so I'll be looking at that. And as I mentioned, I'm giving away a MetaQuest 3. It's a bundle. It's going to be the MetaQuest 3, the Kiwi Design charging dock, the Kiwi Design battery head strap, and the Deadeye VR golf club. All of that can be found in the link below through Gleam. I'll be pulling that trigger in early February. If you want to win, click that link. Thank you for being here. Thank you to my patrons and my YouTube members. I cannot do it without you. Thank you to GameSent for sending this for review. I look forward to what they're going to do with it and how they might improve upon it. And link for that is in the description. You guys have a great day. You've been watching Bringhurst VR.